to part 2 on my advice for packing for the Camino de Santiago. In this segment, I'm going to look at hydration because this is a big thing to consider, especially after you get past Burgos. You've got massive open areas with no shade, very hot most of the year, and you need a system in place for hydrating your body, for nourishing your body as it walks. So I'll show you my system, and I'll also explain some of the reasoning behind my choice of backpack, because this links in with the hydration issue to some extent. So sit back and enjoy. This is the bag I took with me on my Camino pilgrimage. It's an Osprey Kestrel, 48 litre. It's quite a big bag, but I found it perfect for storing my items. It has great back support. In here, in there is where your bladder goes, and that's very important because you've got you can fit a big bladder in there in a big pack, and you've got good hydration. You've got the capability of sipping as you walk. What you're looking at is my hydration system for the Camino. These are the 2 items I used in my hydration system on the Camino. 2.5 litre bladder that's perfect for the 48 litre Osprey Kestrel. It just slots in the back behind your backrest. And this little 600ml bottle. Most of the time I went in May and June, nearly every day of the Camino. This was fine. It was adequate amount of water. However, there were a few very isolated occasions on the Meseta where I walked over 30 kilometers and I drank all of this. Problematically, because it's in your bag, you can't tell exactly how much you've drunk out of it. So you need something as like insurance. You need something to get you to the next town, and that's all this is for. It slots into the side compartment of the Osprey. Just goes in there like that. But you don't want to have your main supply of water in there, because if you did that, you would have to constantly reach around every time you wanted a sip of water. With the Osprey pack, it has a line that comes down over your shoulder, and it clips onto a magnet here. I'll show you it later, but you just sip. You sip all the time, and you're always well hydrated. I saw so many people constantly reaching and taking their packs off to get bottles of water. It was unnecessary. The other factor to consider as well is you've got hiking poles, so it's very inconvenient to drink bottles of water. This is an item you remove from your pack. You fill it up, and you've got to, in my view, it's clever to do that part of your ritual before you check into the albergue. And when you arrive at a town, instinctively, you just want to check in, have your shower, and relax. We found it was much better to fill this before checking in. So overnight, this is actually full in your bag already, and the next morning you go and you use that cooler part of the day for trekking, not for filling. And to refill, it's easy. You press down and unlock that. There's a little, like a leash there that you unclip. Remove the bladder. So you have to remove this. It's on a little bit of rubber there. Pull it off. Then you can see there's grooves it fits in, and you can start filling from there. This slides onto those rails there. Done. Now the only way the water can come out is via this now. Movement of the bag, it just slots in there. See how it's falling? It's falling deeper and deeper in the bag. So now, clip it in. Down to the drinking end, it has to obviously clip in. All the way down, 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 down. So, here's the finished product. You've got the line coming through the front side of your pack, a little bit of length on it. And here, if you can see that, is a magnet, and there's a magnet here. So, clip. So now, you've got constant access to water. You don't have to open bottles or anything, it's here. Okay, that concludes this segment on hydration on the Camino. I enjoyed putting that together, and I hope you enjoyed watching it, and it's given you a better insight into how to prepare and devise your own solution. In the next segment, I'm going to take a close look at your pack, because this is another important thing for the Camino. Thanks again for watching, and buen camino!